There are moments in life when everything feels heavy. Not just your body, but your mind, your heart, your spirit. You wake up in the morning already tired. You go to sleep still feeling unfinished. And somewhere deep inside, a quiet voice whispers, "I don't know how much longer I can do this." If you are listening to these words right now, this message is not random. You didn't arrive here by accident. Something inside you is hurting. Something inside you is tired. And before anything else, you need to hear this clearly. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are not broken. You are human. Life doesn't destroy people all at once. It happens slowly. It happens through repeated disappointments, through plans that didn't work out, through dreams that feel further away every year, through trying again and again only to feel like nothing is changing. You show up every day. You try to stay strong. You do what's expected of you. But inside, you feel exhausted. You feel invisible. You feel like no one really understands how hard you are trying. And the hardest part is this: you don't even know how to explain your pain to others. Because from the outside, it looks like you're doing fine. But inside, you feel like you're barely holding on. If that's where you are right now, let me say this gently. You don't need to quit. You need rest. You need perspective. You need hope. Feeling like giving up does not mean you should give up. It means you have been strong for too long without allowing yourself to breathe. Most people don't quit because they are incapable. They quit because they are tired. Tired of fighting. Tired of hoping. Tired of believing things will get better when they haven't for a long time. But listen carefully. Just because you are tired does not mean you are done. Think about everything you have already survived. Think about the days you thought would break you. One day, someone will look at you and wonder how you became so strong. They won't see the nights you cried. They won't see the moments you almost quit. They won't see the fear, the doubt, or the exhaustion. But you will remember, and you will know that your strength was earned. You don't need to rush the process. You don't need to force clarity. Life reveals itself step by step, not all at once. Your only responsibility is to keep walking, even slowly, even imperfectly, even with fear, especially with fear. Fear does not mean stop. Fear means this matters. If this didn't matter, it wouldn't hurt. If this wasn't important, you wouldn't care this much. Your pain is proof of your passion. Your struggle is proof of your desire for something better. So don't silence that part of you that still wants more. Protect it, nurture it, let it guide you forward, even when the path feels unclear. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are becoming stronger, becoming wiser, becoming more resilient than you ever thought possible. And one day, maybe sooner than you expect, you will wake up and realize that the weight you once carried no longer feels so heavy. The fear that once controlled you no longer has the same power. The doubt that once whispered so loudly has grown quiet. Not because life became easy, but because you became stronger. That is what perseverance does. That is what refusing to quit creates. So when you feel like giving up again, and you will remember this moment, remember these words. Remember that you stayed when it would have been easier to leave, and choose to stay again. You don't need to win today. You don't need to succeed today. You only need to keep going today. That is enough. Your story is not over. Your best chapter has not been written yet. Your future is still waiting for you. Never give up. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not on yourself. Keep going. The nights you cried in silence. The moments you felt completely alone. And yet you are still here. That alone tells a powerful story. You are stronger than you realize. Right now, it may feel like nothing is working. Like every effort you make leads to another disappointment. Like every time you start to believe again, life reminds you why you shouldn't. But here is a truth most people forget. Progress is often invisible before it becomes obvious. Just because you don't see results doesn't mean nothing is happening. Growth happens quietly. Strength builds slowly, like roots growing deep underground before a tree ever reaches the sky. You may feel behind in life. You may feel like everyone else is moving forward while you are stuck. You may feel like time is running out, but life is not a race. Everyone has a different path, a different pace, a different story. Some people succeed early. Others struggle for years before things finally change. What matters is not how fast you move, but that you do not stop moving. There is a quote you need to remember, especially right now. When you feel like quitting, remember why you started. There was a reason you began, a reason you believed, a reason you hoped. That reason still exists, even if your motivation doesn't. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. Belief is stronger than feelings. You don't need to feel motivated to continue. You only need to decide not to quit. You don't need to fix your whole life today. You don't need to know how everything will work out. You only need to take the next step. Just one more step. Even if that step feels small. Even if it feels pointless. Even if no one sees it. Small steps taken consistently will always beat quitting. One of the most dangerous lies your mind will tell you when you are tired is this: what's the point? The point is that your future self is depending on you. The point is that quitting guarantees regret. The point is that you are closer than you think. Pain has a purpose. Struggle has meaning. What you are going through right now is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient than you could ever become in comfort. Pain is temporary. Quitting makes it permanent. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to rest. But you are not allowed to quit. Rest is how you recover. Quitting is how you lose everything you've worked for. There will be days when your best doesn't feel like enough. Days when your effort goes unnoticed. Days when you wonder if anyone would even care if you stopped trying. But hear this: your worth is not measured by your productivity. Your value is not defined by your failures. Your life matters, even when it feels messy and unfinished. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all together. You just have to keep going. There will be voices, inside your head and in the world around you, telling you that you're not good enough, that you're too late, that you've failed too many times. Those voices are fear, and fear is a liar. Here is the truth. You are stronger than your doubts. You are braver than your fears. You are capable of more than you believe. Failure does not mean you are finished. Failure is feedback. Failure is part of learning. Every mistake teaches you something. Every setback prepares you for growth. The only real failure is giving up completely. This moment is not the end of your story. It is only one chapter, and no great story is written without struggle. If you are feeling overwhelmed, slow down. Take a breath. You don't need to solve everything right now. You only need to survive this moment. And you can. Sometimes the hardest part of life is not the pain itself, but the loneliness that comes with it. The feeling that no one truly understands what you are going through. You may be surrounded by people, yet still feel completely alone. You may talk, laugh, and smile, but inside, you feel empty. This is one of the quietest struggles a person can face. And if this is where you are right now, let me tell you something important. You are not alone in this feeling, even if it feels that way. Many people are fighting battles in silence. Many people are carrying weight that no one sees. And often, the strongest people are the ones who feel the weakest inside. Life has a way of testing you when you least expect it. Just when you think you've learned how to survive one challenge, another one appears. And after a while, you start asking yourself, why does it always feel this hard? The truth is, life doesn't give its toughest battles to the weakest people. It gives them to the ones who can grow through them. You may not feel strong right now. You may feel like you're barely holding on. But strength doesn't always look like confidence. Sometimes strength looks like waking up when you don't want to, showing up when you're tired, continuing when you feel empty. Strength is not loud. Strength is quiet. Strength is choosing to stay when leaving would be easier. When you feel like giving up, it's usually because you've been giving everything you have and more. You've tried to be patient. You've tried to be positive. You've tried to stay hopeful. But hope feels heavy when it hasn't been rewarded yet. Still, hope is not foolish. Hope is brave. Hope is the belief that your pain is not meaningless, that this struggle will one day make sense, that your life has more to offer than what you see right now. Let me remind you of something. Every meaningful transformation begins in discomfort. No one becomes stronger by staying comfortable. No one grows by avoiding pain. Growth happens when you are pushed beyond what you thought you could handle, and you discover that you can handle more than you ever imagined. You may feel like you are failing because things are not working out the way you planned. But what if life is not punishing you? What if it's redirecting you? Sometimes the path you wanted is not the path you need. Sometimes the delay is protection. Sometimes the closed door is saving you from something that would have hurt you more. This doesn't mean the pain isn't real. It is. But pain is not proof that you are on the wrong path. Often, it is proof that you are growing. You don't have to understand everything right now. You don't have to see the full picture. You only need to trust that this moment is not permanent. Nothing lasts forever, not even this feeling. Think about the moments in your life when you thought things would never change. Moments when you felt stuck, trapped, or hopeless. And yet, something shifted. Something changed. Time passed. You adapted. You survived. You will survive this too. It's okay if you don't feel strong today. Strength is not something you feel. It's something you practice. And every time you choose not to quit, you are practicing strength. Even when your voice shakes, even when your heart feels heavy, even when your mind is full of doubt, you are still moving forward. There is a quote you need to hear right now. Don't quit. You're already in pain. You're already hurt. Get a reward from it. You've already come this far. You've already endured so much. Don't walk away now. Not when you are being shaped into someone stronger. One day you will look back at this version of yourself, the tired one, the uncertain one, the struggling one, and you will feel proud. Proud that you didn't give up. Proud that you stayed. Proud that you kept going even when it felt impossible. That future version of you exists, and they are grateful for the choices you are making right now. You don't need to prove your worth to the world. Your worth is not earned by success. It is not erased by failure. You have value simply because you exist. If you feel like you are falling behind, remember this. Behind compared to who? Social media only shows highlights, not struggles. Success stories often skip the years of pain, rejection, and failure that came before the breakthrough. Everyone's journey looks different when you see the full picture. You are not late. You are not broken. You are not incapable. You are in progress. Progress is messy. Progress is uncomfortable. Progress is full of doubt. But progress is still progress. There will be days when you don't feel hopeful. Days when you feel numb. Days when getting out of bed feels like an achievement. On those days, your only job is to survive. You don't have to be productive. You don't have to be inspired. You just have to stay. Staying is enough. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But whatever you do, don't stop. Because the moment you stop believing in yourself is the moment fear wins. And fear has taken enough from you already. You have given fear enough power. It's time to take it back. You take it back by continuing, by trying again, by refusing to quit. This moment is hard, but it is not hopeless. And as long as there is breath in your lungs, there is still possibility. At some point in life, you realize that no one is coming to save you. Not because people don't care, but because this journey, your journey, is yours alone. And that realization can feel frightening at first, can make you feel exposed, vulnerable, alone. But hidden inside that truth is something powerful. Because if no one is coming to save you, that means you are capable of saving yourself. You don't need to become someone else. You don't need a new personality. You don't need a perfect plan. You already have what it takes inside you, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. Most people underestimate themselves when they are tired. They confuse exhaustion with incapability. They confuse burnout with failure. But being tired does not mean you are weak. It means you have been trying, and trying matters. Life will test your patience. It will test your belief. It will test how badly you want the life you say you want. And sometimes the test will feel unfair. Sometimes it will feel personal. But it's not meant to destroy you. It's meant to reveal you. Every challenge you face is asking you a question. Will you stay or will you quit? And every time you stay, you answer that question with courage. There will be moments when you feel disconnected from everything. When things you once enjoyed no longer bring you joy. When you feel numb instead of sad. This can be one of the most confusing emotions because you don't know what's wrong, only that something feels off. If you are feeling numb, don't judge yourself for it. Numbness is often the mind's way of protecting itself after being overwhelmed for too long. It is not the end. It is a pause. And pauses are not failures. Pauses are preparation. You are allowed to slow down without giving up on yourself. You are allowed to question your path without abandoning it. You are allowed to feel lost without being lost forever. Sometimes growth feels like breaking. Sometimes healing hurts before it helps. Sometimes becoming stronger requires you to sit with discomfort instead of running from it. This is not weakness. This is transformation. Let me remind you of something important. Every version of you that wanted to quit was trying to protect you from pain. But every version of you that kept going was building your future. Both parts of you are trying to help you, but only one leads to growth. When you feel like giving up, ask yourself this: what would happen if I didn't quit today? Not forever, not for the rest of my life, just today. What if you stayed one more day? What if you tried one more time? What if you gave yourself one more chance? Often, that's all it takes. One more day, one more step, one more breath. You don't need to be fearless. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is choosing to move forward despite it. Fear will always try to convince you that quitting is relief. But relief is temporary. Regret lasts much longer. Imagine waking up one day knowing you gave up on yourself. Knowing you stopped before you knew what you were capable of. That pain cuts deeper than any struggle you're facing now. You are still here because some part of you believes there is more. Trust that part. Protect that part. Listen to it. Because that part of you is right. You have not come this far to come this far. There is meaning in your struggle, even if you can't see it yet. There is purpose in your pain, even if it feels pointless right now. One day, you will understand why you had to go through this. One day, this experience will help someone else. Your survival will become someone else's hope. You don't need to rush healing. Healing is not linear. Some days you will feel strong. Other days you will feel like you're back at the beginning. That doesn't mean you've failed. That means you're human. Be patient with yourself. You talk to yourself more than anyone else ever will. Make sure your words are kind. Make sure you don't become your own enemy. Instead of saying, "I can't do this anymore," try saying, "This is hard, but I am still here." Instead of saying, "I'm not enough," try saying, "I am learning." Instead of saying, "I'm failing," try saying, "I'm growing." Your words shape your reality more than you realize. Even if you don't believe them at first, speak them anyway. Belief often follows action, not the other way around. There will be moments ahead when things finally start to make sense. When the weight feels lighter. When the effort feels worth it. But you won't reach those moments if you stop now. Stay. Stay for the version of you who hasn't been born yet. Stay for the dreams you haven't lived yet. Stay for the peace you haven't felt yet. This chapter is difficult, but it is not the whole book. You are not finished. You are not done. You are not defeated. You are becoming. There will come a day when you look back at this moment, this exact moment, and you will realize something important. You will realize that this was not the moment that broke you. This was the moment that built you. Right now, it may not feel that way. Right now, it may feel like you are barely surviving. Like you are just getting through the days without purpose or direction. But survival is not nothing. Survival is strength in its rawest form. You are still here. That matters more than you think. Many people give up long before they reach their turning point. They stop when the road gets hard, when the effort stops being rewarded, when the pain feels too heavy. But the truth is this: the hardest part of the journey often comes right before the breakthrough. Life tests you hardest when something meaningful is ahead. And that's why this moment matters so much. You may not feel strong right now. You may not feel hopeful. You may not feel inspired. But strength is not about how you feel. It's about what you choose to do despite how you feel. And right now, you are choosing to stay. That choice alone separates you from the version of yourself who quits. Every time you choose not to give up, you rewrite your identity. You become someone who endures, someone who fights quietly, someone who keeps going even when there is no guarantee of success. That kind of person cannot be defeated easily. Life will still challenge you. There will still be setbacks. There will still be moments when doubt creeps back in. That's part of being human. But each time you face those moments, you will be a little stronger than before. Because resilience compounds. The pain you survive today becomes the strength you rely on tomorrow.